we heard the desk talking about it. Mid jungle, I think, is a really important role because of how much it can impact that bot side of the map. When we think back to last week, GIANTX is crazy, and you can see Caps doing his best to fully utilize it. Jackie's Ari's wave clear early on is not that strong, but here comes Peach.
We talked about his aggression. What can he do? Caps has got backup, though. All you need to see is Yike flee on in, and rather, the fear is there. Out of range from the spear. Yike's taking the damage. Caps can't help out much yet to save his mid laner. It cost G2 their first blood.
I mean, we talked about all the players like Nuke, for example, really stand out because of that consistency that they've shown throughout the split. And I'm curious as to what we're going to see this time around. Now, I'm expecting a fight here.
Ooh, me too. Mickey jumps on in for it. It's the charm, or at least the ultimate popped out by Jackie's. Mickey's dead in an instant. Ignar picks it up. And Jackie's going to be pulled back in, but Yike doesn't have the damage follow-up. Caps has no mana. Sir, leave immediately. Yike has his flash, but doesn't want to pop it over the wall. Jackie's picks up another kill. Big mistake by G2.
GIANTX really taking advantage of this strong start. Have nearly a 1.5k gold lead. Patrick's suffering a little bit here, but he's doing all right.
What happens to G2's bottom lane? No, Ignar's been found out without a person. That cat needs a friend, but won't find one. Caps picks up the kill. Ignar caught in rotation. It's the R button.
Oh, Yike, here he comes.
It sets up for Yike to come through now. No, yes, well, we just established that. The flash away from Shadow Strike. Odo playing this well. There's a center ulti up as well. Odo times it again. Very well done. Yike's going to take another turret shot, and Odo brushed that off the shoulder.
Very well played. Jackie's in a bit of danger here.
Ulti dodged away from. Saved for another day. Jackie's gets a charm in return. Orbit Deception comes through, and he dodges away from Caps once again. Mid gets exciting as Severing Bolt also knuckled down. G2 going to continue with the top side grubs in the meantime as Peach moves up, flashes for Caps, but the angle's not right. Caps gets away with it without burning his old summoner as G2, the rest of them, now have to find an escape route. It's a remount for Yike looking for the 1 HP grub. No one touches it. G2 gets 6.
Fruitful position. They're setting themselves up nicely for the mid game.
Not again. Not again. You're joking. Not again. In the meantime, Ignar is caught without a friend. The Yuumi has popped the heal. I don't even think you would have done that. Caps gets another kill. Ignar, when he's on engage, is great, but so far, the cat needs to go back in the back.
This did unlock the bot river for GIANTX as well. Now it's G2 that have to claw back that control, but there's a lot of deep wards on the side of G2 that they could use for a potential TP flank, but GIANTX go in.
Engages there. It's Peach's damage that follows up with Patrick, the last chapter as well. Mickey jumps in, though. His Bramble Smash doing a bit of work, but Mickey's just zoned out. Patrick takes him. The last breath, does it bring it back? Well, Broken Blade seems to think so. He's picked up a double while Odo is zoned off because his team just got exploded. Broken Blade back here again onto the enemy top laner, finding a third kill. This Yasuo's not 0-3. This is nothing like solo queue.
G2.
Hear that at home, but look, at the very least, sorry, wow, definitely Piosic. G2, they're the ones waiting up this top side because it's GIANTX making the play, but they're holding it under turret. The Spiraling Despair starts it off. Odo is just punished against the wall. Caps picks up the kill. Look at the damage from play already. There's the charm trying to get Yike because G2 are on the chase. And they've got the health to do it. Nature's Grasp flies through. It lands on 2. Peach is isolated. Has Ignar, but Mickey's the one who can tank up the damage. Jackie's runs in with a Spirit Rush, but Hansama kites away, heals up as well. We aren't going to get the claw from Caps as they get poked out, but G2 are looking again.
The dance continues back and forth. Broken Blade continues to push on bot lane. Mickey may have overstepped his bounds.
Has he indeed? Well, there's a teleport coming through to save Mickey's life. He flashes away. It's Rel again setting up, but Broken Blade isn't there until he is. Hansama gets a kill. Jackie's runs away. Peach is sniped out from downtown. A Severing Bolt, Severing Lifeline. Severs the game. 1, it feels like at this point, with how they're running away. Jackie's
now they've got to use numbers advantage to turn in their favor, but even in a 4v4, Broken Blade wasn't even in the fight, and they were still getting bullied away.
It's so rough, wasn't it? Broken Blade again setting up. That ult not coming through. Does he need to, though? Peach is stuck in the middle. Another kill over to Hazaki. Oh, you do, actually. He's able to get in the house. Jackie's is going to Spirit Rush away, though. Now you're stuck in a 5 versus 4. And Dragon is up, sitting, staring them in the face. And GIANTX are like, what can we do? We've just lost our jungler.
I mean, not a lot, is the truth.
Glad you're being honest.
They have their eyes focused on the mid lane.
God, that Severing Bolt at this point.
They're chasing the movement speed.
Ulti comes through, Jackie sidestep, Bolt again. The cooldown ain't too much.
What can you do? He has the flash.
What can you do? Oh, Patrick's dead now as well. It's gone from okay to bad to worse for GIANTX. Every fight now is looking more dominating than the last. There's a Yasuo who's 5-0 and one he's 3,000 gold over Odo.
A frustrating game for GIANTX.
Save him.
Oh, what? The damage is crazy.
I did not expect that. He's got Horizon focus. That's probably something to do with it.
We talk about the Yasuo scoreline, 6-0-5.
I mean, the biggest thing as well, people don't remember, or at least maybe don't know, severing bolts and execute as well.
Oh, it is.
That's
a
why
great
it does
point.
so much.
Yeah.
So, again, looks good as Yike, maybe not. Hex Flash going to be interrupted. They've found the G2 jungler without a horse. It's not amazing. Jackie's able to pick up a kill.
By a bit of time.
Well, indeed.
GIANTX, but the problem is G2 have a wave topside. They're immediately going to move to it, unlock this tower. The GIANTX would love to try and force something, knowing that they have a numbers advantage.
I'd be scared, though. Peach, as he runs in, I would still be scared.
It's isolated from his team.
It's a Yasuo. He's going to sit in the bubble. Hunsummer repositions. Mickey now out of position. Senna's Fate does not help the position at all. Broken Blade getting zoned out. He might die as well. Okay, hold the phone. It's G2 things, but it's happening in the mid-game, not the early game this time around. Hunsummer nukes Jackie's, though. What are we watching? Severing Bolt comes through. Somehow Jackie's died, and now Patrick runs in. Cap's getting zoned out. He flashes away. What is this? Yes, Yike indeed is back. Patrick here. He flashes over. Shattering Strike. He gets out with an Arcade Jib. Oda 1 is joining in. All right, new challenger. Who's up next? Caps gets the kill. G2 back in control. Should I be looking for anyone else? Jackie's is 15 seconds off with a teleporting up. G2, if they get hit in a choke, Odo can bring the game back. But it's a big if right now as Dragon spawn staring in front of them. They want a third ocean. And GIANTX are trying to pop their little head in. We're waiting for the engage. Mega Gnar's there. Mickey's like, okay, Nature's Grass. Let's go on the Mega Gnar. Will he be able to get his perfect ult? Not at all. Broken Blade with one mana, though. In the meantime, Caps ran up his way. Ain't none of that way. As Peach has to ulti out, but Flash as well as Broken Blade matches him. A double over to Hansama. It looks so janky, but G2 just have so much power.
The comps are just... One is just so much stronger than the other at this point in the game.
Rescaled.
GIANTX, they do have a series, of course. There's an opportunity for them to try and find ways to bounce back moving into game 2. But yeah, I think that they were not expecting this level of scaling and also flexibility in the draft. So many questions.
Oh,
Patrick,
the prediction spiraling. Despair prediction. The bolt isn't there for Caps. He pressed R. There's a lot of damage. Passive goes off. Level 18 play, ladies and gentlemen, with 3 items and an X on his hourglass, or at least soon to be, I should say. Top turret's going to go down on top of that with a Baron in their pocket. You say yike, I say yes. Shattering Strike, his engage is great on the Rel, as we know and love. Broken Blade has now made himself in with the teleport as well, the flip back, and another one bites at us. Peach can't get it in at this game. We were hyping this up, especially early on, but at 31 minutes, it is now as one-sided gets as Broken Blade runs in. Under turret, is he going to die? No, he doesn't. He heals up with the Immortal Shield Bow, and they're going to have another crack.
Mickey as well, just barely keeping him alive. The bolt is enough.
Oh, my Lord. 10-0 and 8. I don't know what happens draft for game 2, but I know that G2 have put them through a whirlwind as they open up their playoffs here in winter with a very devastating game. You can take that as you will.
10-0-9 for Caps, 6-0-14 for Hansama. A very impressive performance from the G2 carries, and GIANTX definitely going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Oh, yes.
He definitely spiced up the comp as well. I'm not sure how Salas is going to fight this game. I feel like he has a lot of people hitting him and a lot of tanks to get through, so I personally would rather play the G2 comp.
Some back, but Odo having some good trades, as you kind of expected. There's some danger in this early lane. As every time BB also goes for the bloblets, he's punished, but he flashes, gets that slingshot in, and it's match. Odo gets flashed on. First blood to Broken Blade. What a bait. Wow, so Boba came through when Yike got a great engage. Broken Blade on his Yasuo as well. think Ignar, you know, he's great on these engage tools, not the same as, there we go, Flubber, dub. It's fun in the tub, but Odo Amne, as he goes into the ascended form as well, as big as Caps. Ulti's out, Jackie steals one into the turret, but he's so low, gets flashed on, and it's clapping time.
Caps just gets a solo kill on. To have this kind of lead early is definitely not a good sign for GIANTX.
I love how he said, you know, a bit of a spoiler. There was BDS earlier in the day. He didn't say who won, by the way. Is Mickey X going to go for the engage? Pause the train of thought. The ulti in the backline on Patrick. Yikes, target selection was absolutely magnificent. Mickey's still alive with the Bramble Smash. It slows down Peach. He goes for the engage. He just wants a kill out of this. But as Peach gets demounted by Ignar, his support doesn't trust him. It's a Gleaming Quill that gets a kill for Ignar, but G2 level out bot completely.
Wow, so G2 have found advantages everywhere now. Broken Blade is looking in mids. That's...
Woohoo! All right, Broken Blade jumping in the minion flashes. Oh, the kiss is so good. It's not like one from Grandma as G2 run away from under the turret. Jackies gets out. R5 Silas. It's such a risky maneuver in the draft, and it's not paying off so far as Broken Blade again going all in, but he gets that trade back, remember. The World Ender's out, Let's Bounce in return. Broken Blade is getting all of his health back. This is the annoying thing about Zach Top. If you let him pick up those passives, that dude gets back up to full.
War of attrition, he definitely went out. Mickey, though, very low. Ulti.
But saved by Hansama. There's a Nature's Grasp. Peach can't finish the kill. Yike again gets into the backline. Patrick is isolated. This Yuumi on top of the jungler. Abandoned ship 07. Ignar, oh, you know what? G2, they were always dog people anyway. No room for cats on the rift. The audience have never cheered louder for the death of an animal. As severe as it is to say, ult for ult, okay, we divide and glide, but Caps can get back in.
Jackies.
1 versus 1, Jackie's gonna try and get it. He flashes on Caps, but Caps gets over the wall, but matches it. Jackies gets a shutdown. That's gotta feel good after the lane kingdom prowess that's been in your face.
Props to Jackie's getting a solo kill onto Caps. Much
again.
needed for confidence. But now the top laners are dueling once more. Odo Amne!
Oh, he's gone.
Wait, is there a TP from Caps? There isn't. I think he's got this kill.
He does indeed. Odo, wait. He's taking a while to die.
Wait a minute.
Wait,
no way. Oh.
No way after Cell Division. Broken Blade stands strong and minion waves coming in. Odo flashes away, but he's brought back in. BB's going to get his health back. He's got a slingshot about to come up. Now Yikes here. Teleport in response. We're turning this into a big old fight as Ignar needs someone to mount, but Yikes is isolated. He still finds a kill onto Odo. He's kiting out as Jackies can't find the target. Peach is in here. Mickey's in here. We're getting the full-on bonanza. In goes Peach, but he's rooted on back because guess what? Broken Blade's back up to full health. The Zach Top. BB does it just like Zeus.
What a crazy exchange! Gank in top lane, he found multiple ganks bot lane.
Yep.
He then found another set of ganks top side. Jackie's now in a lot of danger.
Mickey's the one finding this game. Caps ults him backwards. Jackie's nowhere to run. He's on the wrong side of the map. Caps has been winning the lane. I think it's about time that they win the game as Yike runs in again on top of Peach. He's got that guard up, but it won't matter when 4 members sit inside and break down the layers. Peach, another death. 2020, so that's a running joke. They make worlds every 5 years. So it's very easy to track when they were there. This one's in the bin. It's in the too hard basket. But GIANTX, they're 12,000 gold behind at 19 minutes in. Okay, where are we going? Oh, it's a detour.
He's drifting.
Where are we going?
Oh, he clipped the wall.
It was close. At least Herald comes in for the joyride, but still, you establish your dominance through the map. Another turret goes down. Make that number 5. And GIANTX are just looking for a piece of the puzzle. What can we do? Broken Blade says nothing. Runs into the backside. It's another kiss. Jackie sends out the ulti, but it matters not. As he steals an Azir shuffle. He might have to steal more than that. The hearts of any fans watching from GIANTX to give forgiveness here. To look for some optimism, it ain't there. G2 have sapped the life out of them.
I mean, it's nothing but a slaughter. We're not even 20 minutes in and they're tearing GIANTX's base apart. Are they going to try and end right now? 30 seconds on Jackie's.
Can they?
Perhaps they'll just take the inhibitor, go back to base. Baron is alive. Or maybe they want to end it right now.
Do it. Why not? What's the worst that could happen here? Odo's going to get drawn back. He's not being able to move. He flashes out. Not being able to do much. Inhibitor goes down as well. G2's taking the safe path as Peach looks for an escape kill, but none being given up. G2 keeping it clean for the meantime. This is what you want out of a top team. G2, look at that. I mean, it's smooth sailing. Broken Blade now even hitting up, and that counts. He can slingshot back on in. Let's bounce, popped on up. Odo looks for Caps, but even the range from Caps right now with 2 and a bit items hurts a lot. Broken Blade, his slingshot goes for days. Odo gets poked out again, and GIANTX is sent back to their base. This is as slow as you'd like, but as clean as you'd like. With all the super waves crashing at once, G2 had their affairs in order.
Only the last inner tower stands for GIANTX. Broken Blade threatening the slingshot. Won't use it. Maokai ultimate thrown out. Mickey's going to tank that one up.
They don't have enough
get away with his life.
for Mickey at this point, just with Trailblazer. His ult in return is going to hurt a lot. 3 people locked up. The Emperor's Divide is a good glide, and Peach now meets with the enemies in the middle. Ignar on top. Just turn away, ladies and gentlemen, if you hate MA-rated movies. This one's going to sting as G2 run it forward. It's the start of their playoffs, and it certainly won't be the end as Jackie's last remnant. 20-2. That's the kill score at 22.5 minutes. This was a statement game. Look out, LEC. It's G2 as always, and they're coming for you next.
An impressive performance from really the top side of G2 in this game. Yike with some monumental early ganks. Caps finding a solo kill. He did get solo kill back. Props to Jackies, get the very least getting something. One of the teams, what, 2 kills that entire game. But Broken Blade as well on the Zac. Many were surprised by it. You highlighted it, been spamming it in solo.